The Fed's not going to let the default happen. The only question is, what is the trigger? When is the next financial crisis going to happen? And I guarantee you that within days, possibly even hours, you saw what happened in 2020, financial crisis, lockdowns, and then bam, like that day, they printed up like $500 billion in the repo market, and all of a sudden the money supply started to just go vertical. It's going to happen again this time, but even more extreme. And it's going to be sometime in the middle of the night, and there's not even going to be a press conference about it.
Welcome to Silver News Daily, your ultimate destination for all things precious metals. If you're passionate about the glimmer of silver and the world of precious metals, you're in the right place. By hitting that magical subscribe button, you're joining a community of like-minded thinkers who see the potential of silver and precious metals shaping the future. Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the latest news and updates. Ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate through tumultuous economic times, it becomes increasingly important to understand where we can find stability and security in our investments. Silver, often overshadowed by its flashier counterpart, gold, is about to take center stage in the world of safe haven assets. The global economy is currently experiencing waves of uncertainty, with geopolitical tensions, market volatility, and concerns about economic slowdowns. History has shown us time and time again that in such periods of instability, investors gravitate towards assets that can withstand the storms of economic upheaval. Silver, with its intrinsic value and limited supply, has consistently proven to be one of these assets. But why silver, you may ask? While gold often garners the spotlight in discussions about safe haven assets, silver offers a unique combination of affordability and growth potential. It provides a lower entry point for investors, coupled with a history of substantial returns during periods of heightened economic anxiety. Moreover, the current market mood, characterized by sour sentiment and uncertainty, sets the stage for a flight to safety. As more investors seek refuge in assets like silver, we can expect to see a surge in its price. This isn't merely speculation, it's a pattern we've observed throughout history. In essence, the current economic landscape, marked by its unpredictability and apprehension, lays the groundwork for a resurgence in safe haven assets, with silver poised to emerge as a star performer. Now let's turn our attention to a different, yet equally compelling reason why silver is on the brink of a bull run: its crucial role in the industrial sector and the burgeoning green revolution. Silver is not merely a precious metal admired for its luster, it is also an industrial powerhouse. Its unique properties, such as high electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, and resistance to corrosion, make it an indispensable component in a myriad of applications. From electronics to solar panels, from medical instruments to automotive technologies, silver is everywhere. But here's where it gets even more interesting. We are standing at the threshold of a green revolution. The world is pivoting towards sustainable energy and eco-friendly technologies, and silver is a critical player in this transition. It is a key ingredient in solar panels, one of the fastest growing sources of renewable energy. As nations commit to reducing carbon emissions and investing in clean energy, the demand for solar panels is skyrocketing, and with it, the demand for silver. Furthermore, the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, marks another avenue for increased silver consumption. EVs require more silver than traditional combustion engines due to their reliance on electric connections and batteries. As global efforts intensify to phase out fossil fuel vehicles, the EV market is expected to expand significantly, further fueling the demand for silver. It's not just speculation, the numbers speak for themselves. The industrial demand for silver has been steadily climbing, and with the global push towards green technologies, this trend is only expected to accelerate. In essence, silver finds itself at the heart of the industrial and green revolutions. As the world progresses towards a more sustainable and environmentally conscious future, the demand for silver is poised to soar, paving the way for a remarkable bull run in its price. Now let's delve into another fundamental aspect that positions silver for an upward price trajectory: its role as an inflation hedge and a store of value. In an economic landscape often marred by volatility and uncertainty, silver stands as a bastion of stability. It has historically served as a hedge against inflation, preserving purchasing power when fiat currencies falter. As we navigate through times of rising inflation and diminishing trust in paper money, more investors are turning their gaze towards precious metals like silver. Silver, much like gold, is perceived as a safe haven in tumultuous economic conditions. However, what sets silver apart is its relative affordability compared to gold, making it accessible to a broader range of investors. This democratization of investment in precious metals could lead to an influx of new market participants, further driving up the demand and price of silver. Additionally, silver possesses intrinsic value. It is tangible, finite, and cannot be printed or artificially produced, unlike fiat currencies. This scarcity and tangibility underpin its value. especially in times when trust in traditional financial systems is wavering. Now, before we continue unraveling the compelling reasons for silver's potential bull run, I'd like to take a moment to remind our viewers to like and subscribe to the Silver News Daily YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue providing insightful analysis and updates on the silver market. Thank you. Returning to our discussion, it's clear that silver's dual role, both as an industrial metal and a precious metal, provides it with a unique advantage. Its industrial applications fuel demand and drive growth, while its status as a store of value offers stability and protection against inflation. This dual nature is a recipe for resilience and growth, setting the stage for a significant upswing in silver prices. As we explore further into the dynamics shaping the silver market, it's crucial to consider the impact of geopolitical tensions and supply constraints. In today's globalized economy, geopolitical unrest can have far-reaching effects, particularly on commodities like silver. Rising geopolitical tensions often trigger a flight to safety among investors, leading them to seek refuge in tangible assets like precious metals. Silver, with its dual nature as an industrial and precious metal, stands as a prime beneficiary in such scenarios. Moreover, geopolitical conflicts can disrupt supply chains and mining operations, leading to supply constraints. Silver mining is a geographically concentrated activity with major production hubs in regions that are often susceptible to political and economic upheavals. Any disruption in these areas can lead to a supply crunch, pushing silver prices higher. In addition, trade policies and sanctions can significantly impact the availability and movement of silver across borders. Protectionist measures, for example, can create bottlenecks in supply, inadvertently boosting prices. Furthermore, in times of geopolitical instability, governments and central banks might resort to accumulating reserves of precious metals, including silver, as a strategic move. This increased institutional demand can further propel silver prices upward. Considering these factors, it's apparent that geopolitical tensions and supply constraints can act as catalysts, igniting a surge in silver prices. The current global landscape, marked by heightened political and economic uncertainties, might just be the kindling needed for a roaring bull run in the silver market. As we navigate these complex dynamics, it's more important than ever to stay informed. For continued insights and updates on how geopolitical events are shaping the silver market, I encourage you to subscribe to Silver News Daily on YouTube. Stay ahead of the curve with timely analysis and expert perspectives. As we round off our discussion on why the price of silver is poised for a significant bull run, it's imperative to highlight the burgeoning role of green technologies and renewable energy in bolstering silver demand. In the race towards a more sustainable and greener future, silver plays an indispensable role. It's a critical component in solar panels, where it's used in photovoltaic cells to conduct electricity. With the global push for clean energy and the scaling up of solar energy installations, the demand for silver is expected to soar. Beyond solar power, silver's conductive properties make it a valuable component in various other green technologies, including electric vehicles, EVs, wind turbines, and energy-efficient electronics. As nations commit to reducing carbon emissions and invest heavily in renewable energy infrastructure, these sectors are set to expand, invariably driving up the demand for silver. The transition to a low-carbon economy isn't just a trend, it's an imperative shift that's gaining momentum globally. This transition underpins a structural, long-term demand for silver, setting the stage for sustained price growth. In conclusion, considering the potential increase in industrial demand, especially from the renewable energy sector, coupled with its inherent value as a precious metal, silver presents a compelling case for a bullish future. Its versatility and indispensability in critical future-facing industries position it uniquely for a price surge. Before we wrap up, I'd like to remind you that this discussion is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. For more insights and updates on silver and its market dynamics, don't forget to subscribe and turn on